This is News 3 Now, live at 4, moving forward.
Good afternoon and welcome to Live at 4. We come to you today with a major update in a Madison mystery case that went cold for nearly 35 years.
Madison police have identified the man whose skeleton was found in a chimney more than 3 decades ago. Our Maddie Heimsch has the latest.
Chimney Joe, that's how Ronnie Joe Kirk has been referred to since September of 1989, when his skeletal remains were found in the chimney of a Madison music store. Today, Kirk's name and face provide us even more insight into the victim's life. Here's what we know. Kirk's remains were found by the owner of Good and Loud Music Store on September 3rd of 1989 alongside a paisley dress, a shag sweater, an iron cross necklace, and pointed shoes. The clothing originally led to theories about the perpetrator's possible motive and more questions than answers about the victim's death.
This identification is just the first major step in the investigation. Now we start the process of trying to figure out who Ronnie was and how he ended up in Madison.
What the identification did provide is a brief history of Kirk's life. He was born in 1942 in Tulsa, Oklahoma, where he was adopted and raised by family members. Kirk was both married and divorced twice and did father children. The identification, according to the City of Madison Police Department, is thanks to modern DNA technology and investigative genealogy. On News 3 Now at 5, I'll be back with more on how that DNA technology led investigators to Kirk.
Thank you, Maddie. Well, coming up in our next half hour, we'll be sitting down with Doug Moe, who's covered this cold case for years. He'll be sharing more about this update.
Right now, a man is in the hospital and one person is facing attempted homicide charges after a shooting near Rindall Park last night. MPD received multiple reports of gunshots in the area of Rindall Park just before 9:30 last night. When they arrived, officers found a man with gunshot wounds. They gave him life-saving treatment while waiting for EMS to arrive. While on the scene, officers took 2 people into custody. This morning, police released 1 person and arrested the other. MPD says a gathering was taking place in the park at the time of the shooting. They say it does not appear to be random. An investigation is ongoing.
Let's get a look at your first warn forecast. Chief Meteorologist Alex Harrington has that right now. He's outside on the patio. How's it going out there, Alex?
Hey, Brady, going pretty good out here. It's quiet out here. We had a couple of raindrops. The ground is still wet out here. Those showers have been kind of intermittent and on and off, and not all of southern Wisconsin has seen them. Here in Dane County, a few showers up on 151 up towards Sun Prairie. Let's take a little visit of those showers now east of 39, still heading up towards Sun Prairie. You might need the windshield wipers across parts of southern Wisconsin tonight, but it's not widespread. One lone shower, thunderstorm south and west of Dickeyville and Platteville on the other side of the Mississippi River, and that's the mode, isolated. Isolated is key here. Future track, on and off isolated showers, maybe a thunderstorm tonight, not looking at widespread showers and storms, and the best chance is from Madison and points towards the south and towards the east, towards the Wisconsin-Illinois border. We also have poor air quality from wildfire smoke. We'll talk more about this coming up during our newscast tonight, and this is until 11 o'clock. If you are one of those individuals that falls into a category, for example, if you have asthma, you might want to limit your activities outside tonight, as the air quality, again, is not very good for Madison and points off towards the north and towards the west. A little bit later, too, I will be going into that smoke plume and tracking it across southern Wisconsin. Overnight tonight, as we carry through the rest of the evening, and as you plan, an isolated shower chance, maybe a clap of thunder, but most places staying dry. Temperatures in the 60s, so comfortable, but we will look at those frost chances and that smoke plume and when we can expect 80-degree weather, all in my upcoming weathers.
Thank you, Alex. Lawmakers will return to the state capitol tomorrow for a rare late spring session. The Senate is expected to convene tomorrow morning with the goal of overturning a series of vetoes from Governor Evers. Among the bills lawmakers want back on the table are funds to mitigate PFAS and some assistance for northern Wisconsin hospitals.
We have urgent needs across the state. The legislature has addressed those needs and has solved those problems. However, the governor put special interests and his liberal base ahead of the people of Wisconsin. Overriding his veto will give these important bills a chance of becoming law.
Republicans have enough votes in the state Senate to override these vetoes without any Democratic support. It's unclear what will happen in the Assembly, where Republicans have a smaller majority.
And this comes on the heels of continued pressure from the Biden campaign in Wisconsin, and that's only going to continue. Vice President Kamala Harris is making another stop in Wisconsin this week. She'll be in Milwaukee this Thursday to discuss investments made in the U.S. economy. This marks her 4th visit this year and her 8th visit since she took office.
Well, tonight, News 3's Call for Action team is taking action against an insurance company overcharging at least one woman due to a system error.
She's tried for months to get someone on the phone, and when she couldn't, Call for Action stepped in.
Our Catherine Merck joins us in the studio to show us what happened. Catherine?
In this Call for Action, I spoke to Meredith Christensen nearly 4 months into her back-and-forth battle over insurance payments. This came after Dean Health merged with Medica back in January. She pays for her insurance because she's self-employed. The price tag that came with the merger was way more than most people would be comfortable with.
Out-of-pocket expenses have been $15,000. We have spent that much in health insurance just out of pocket with a $9,000 maximum. That's a lot of money to have just out of the blue that you're not budgeting for. You know what your out-of-pocket maximum is, but to exceed it by that much, that's a huge expense.
She says the company gave her this letter recognizing the issue and said they would be working proactively to fix it, but she didn't get any answers. I was able to get a response from Medica and found out how many customers were impacted by this problem. The full story airs tonight at 6 as part of our Call for Action week.
Catherine, thank you. All of these stories are leading up to News 3 Now's Call for Action Telethon this Thursday. Our volunteers will be on standby to take your calls and get your stories out there. Make sure to tune in on Thursday to watch it all happen live from 4 to 6:30 p.m. And coming up next on Live at 4, the hush money trial against former President Donald Trump continues.
Who took the stand today and the new information we learned when Live at 4 continues.
We've got the power.
At the Power Centers of Madison, you can get the job done with Toro and their 60-volt max battery Flex Force power system products. It's unbeatable power by Toro.
We've got the power.
Middleton and Sun Prairie.
Obamacare is a disaster. We want to terminate it.
That would mean over 100 million Americans will lose protections for pre-existing conditions.
President Biden has protected the Affordable Care Act and lowered healthcare costs for millions by $800 a year. Now, he'll make those savings permanent.
Healthcare should be a basic right. Folks, he's coming for your healthcare, and we're not going to let it happen. I'm Joe Biden, and I approve this message.
Sit pretty with spring savings at the Century House. Get $200 off all stressless recliners and ottomans, classic power-base recliners, home office chairs, and each seat of a stressless sofa, love seat, or sectional. Plus, get 10% off the new stressless Sky mattress and $50 off each stressless Laurel or Mint dining chair. Shop the Century House, 3420 University Avenue in Madison.
Hi, I'm Jeff from Nuts.com. When my grandfather started this business in 1929, he relied on 4 important values: freshness, quality, variety, and service. I'm proud to carry on his legacy, but from a bigger space. We still freshly roast, season, and dip delicious nuts here in New Jersey and deliver them with the freshest dried fruits, snacks, and sweets to families that love our products all around the country, including mine.
We think you'll love Nuts.com too, so check us out and enjoy 20% off plus free shipping on your first order.
Certain this is gonna work?
Nothing to it.
For imprint certain?
Certainty matters. 4imprint is your home for promo gear to wow clients and inspire your team. Check out 4imprint.com.
4imprint, for certain.
Salonpas Lidocaine Flex, a super thin, flexible patch with maximum OTC strength lidocaine that contours to the body to relieve pain right where it hurts. And did we mention it really, really sticks? Salonpas, it's good medicine.
Rider chips. Just taking a break. That window's a bear.
Don't worry. My cousin's got a guy.
Hey, I'm not sure I can help you with the house gas, but I can help you replace this window fast.
Let the experts at Feldco kickstart your home renewal with 2-for-1 windows and no interest for 1 year. Plus, we'll get it done Feldco fast.
2-for-1 windows won't last long. Hurry. Call now.
Call 866 for Feldco. We've got the power.
At the Power Centers of Madison, you can get the job done with Toro and their 60-volt max battery flex force power system products. It's unbeatable power by Toro.
We've got the power.
Middleton and Sun Prairie.
After weeks of testimony at former President Trump's hush money trial, the witness who's at the center of the prosecution's case is on the stand today.
Jared Hill has the story from the courthouse in Lower Manhattan.
Michael Cohen, Donald Trump's longtime personal lawyer and fixer, testified today that his former boss approved payouts to stifle stories about sex that could hinder his 2016 run for the White House. Trump is accused of authorizing Cohen to pay $130,000 to adult film star Stormy Daniels to keep her quiet about an alleged 2006 sexual encounter with Trump. Cohen's testimony is at the heart of the prosecution's case that Trump illegally falsified internal business records to cover up hush money payments.
I'm innocent. This is a political witch hunt.
Trump, under a gag order, did not mention Cohen before entering court. He instead criticized the Biden administration and talked about new polling in the 2024 presidential race.
And there it is. It's Trump leading by a lot.
Trump's defense team is expected to go after Cohen's credibility. He's already admitted to lying under oath, and he served jail time on federal charges related to these payments.
They want to portray him as a vengeful former lawyer to the president who wasn't given what he wanted and what he felt he deserved and has now turned against the former president and is set on exacting this kind of revenge.
Trump has pleaded not guilty to all 34 counts and denies having had a sexual encounter with Daniels. The prosecution is expected to wrap up its case this week. Jared Hill, CBS News, New York.
Cohen worked for Trump for nearly a decade. He once said he would take a bullet for him.
Jury selection begins today in the corruption trial of New Jersey Senator Bob Menendez. The U.S. Senator is facing 16 charges, including conspiracy to commit bribery and conspiracy to obstruct justice. Prosecutors say Menendez and his wife Nadine helped several New Jersey businessmen obtain lucrative contracts with Egyptian and Qatari officials. The incentive allegedly involved illegal bribes. That included gold bars, cash, and a luxury car. The couple is also accused of attempting to influence investigations into those businessmen and their associates. Those businessmen have also been charged in the conspiracy. All of the defendants have pleaded not guilty.
U.S. regulators are warning that the mortgage industry could intensify the next recession. The Financial Stability Oversight Council says non-bank mortgage companies like Rocket Mortgage, PennyMac, and Mr. Cooper have an increasing influence in the industry. Unlike traditional banks, these companies aren't heavily regulated and are vulnerable to swings in the market. They also don't have stable deposits to rely on as a safety net. Federal regulators are calling on states and Congress to address these risks. They want to create an industry-funded backstop to help when a mortgage company goes under.
The stock trader who helped ignite the meme stock frenzy of 2021 sent GameStop shares skyrocketing again. Keith Gill, nicknamed Roaring Kitty, shared a cartoon of a gamer on X, the first post on the account in 3 years. GameStop shares surged more than 71% after flying up more than 110% earlier and being halted for volatility several times. The image shows a man leaning forward in a chair holding a video game controller. GameStop posted the same cartoon in February, but a slight difference in color. According to Know Your Meme, the cartoon is meant to convey the message when things get serious.
Well, from Seattle to Saginaw, Nashville to Chicago, even here in Wisconsin, millions of Americans and people across Europe were treated to a spectacular sky show over the weekend. That's because a series of powerful solar storms sparked brilliant colored light displays across the northern hemisphere beginning late Friday night. The aurora borealis, more commonly known as northern lights, are visible when there's an interaction between the solar wind environment and Earth's magnetic field.
We had a particularly violent interaction that ended up sending particles into our atmosphere, electrons, protons, and those interact with the constituents of our atmosphere to produce these beautiful lights.
Scientists say the geomagnetic storms disrupted GPS satellites, some power grids, and even affected the operations of a few Midwest farms. It was labeled a historic G5, the highest level on the ranking scale. A solar storm of that size hasn't been seen on Earth since 2003.
Those are some pretty pictures, too. Look at that.
Yeah, they were. I saw some over Wisconsin, too. We saw some. Is that right, Alex?
We did, and we've got plenty more to show as well on our Edgewater Skycam here. I will make note here, periodically we do get a gnat invasion or some sort of bug invasion here, which makes our spiders very happy on the Edgewater Skycam. So bear with the bugs here if they pop up. 66 in Madison, calm conditions out there. That dew point is getting up there. I feel a little bit more of that humidity in the atmosphere. Radar 3000 across southern Wisconsin right now. Just a couple lone showers between Madison up towards Beaver Dam. And that is the mode. Isolated is key. Across the rest of southern Wisconsin, isolated showers. You got to go down into northern Illinois to get a couple of thunderstorms. And I think tonight's shower and storm chance is going to be isolated, especially south. Should end as we head into the overnight hours. Breezy and cool for all of southern Wisconsin on Tuesday, and then the temperatures go back up and the sun comes back out as we go on into your Wednesday. Let's track it with Future Track model here. Again, a couple of isolated showers and thunderstorms right around 9:30. You see them. They're just intermittent across all of southern Wisconsin. Although you go north of the Dells, lesser of a chance of having a shower or a thunderstorm. And that shower and thunderstorm chance isolate again is my main wording here. 6 o'clock starting off in the mid-40s. And we'll struggle with our temperatures because of the clouds finally breaking up as we head towards the end of your Tuesday. We'll do the mid-60s on those strong northeasterly breezes. So feel a little bit on the chilly side on Tuesday. Rainfall amount sparse, maybe a tenth to a quarter of an inch if you're lucky to get one of those showers and those thunderstorms, but not looking at widespread rainfall. Again, air quality, we'll talk more about this a little bit later in our newscast. Not good for Madison and points off towards the north and west. We'll track this smoke plume. This is actually wildfire smoke coming in from Canada, from the north and from the west, and that's what makes for poor breathing conditions, especially if you're susceptible. For example, if you have a condition like asthma, you might just want to take it easy if you're going to be outdoors and out and about on your Monday evening. On and off shower and storm chances. The next best chance Thursday going into Friday. Then one more shower and thunderstorm chance as we go Sunday going into Monday. Each of those weather systems, after some really warm temperatures too, Saturday and Sunday, could bring a strong storm. But the timing of that front will be critical to whether or not we get the strong storms. These fronts come through at nighttime Thursday night, and then again Sunday night. That would lower the risk of severe thunderstorms across southern Wisconsin. Now, speaking of those weather photos, we had some severe weather yesterday. This Gregory sending us this from downtown. We had some trees downtown in Mazo, in Middleton, and also just across the street here at the WISC studios. Beautiful rainbow, though, on Mother's Day as the storms moved off towards the east. Thank you for sending us this photo near Broadhead. And we were just talking about those pretty northern lights. Heidi from the town of Dunn showing us these pretty photos. If you want to send us these weather photos, all you have to do is just get that phone out and scan that QR code on the right-hand side of your screen there. And how about one more photo here while we keep that QR code? Brittany, thank you for sending us from Schulzberg. Easy to do. Just scan that QR code and we'll see if we can get your photos on air.
It looks stunning. Thank you so much, Alex. And researchers at UW-Madison are developing new, kind of gross ways to keep our environment in balance.
Yeah, it all starts with a parasitic relationship straight out of a sci-fi movie. What could go wrong? Just kidding. Pea aphids and the aptly named aphid parasitic wasp have been locked in an evolutionary battle for a while now. The wasp uses the aphids as a place for its young to grow by injecting its eggs into the aphids. Those eggs then parasitize the aphids unless they have a specific defense.
Aphids have actually developed this immunity. The immunity isn't directly from them, but it's an immunity that they get by having a bacteria that has a virus that produces a toxin. So it's a kind of indirect immunity that they have.
Now these researchers are hoping to use their knowledge of this relationship to allow farmers to continue to control the aphid population. Those aphids are known for eating through crops, and it can be difficult to control just using insecticides.
Experts are bringing awareness to a new issue facing women battling cancer. Sexual health is now at the forefront of the battle against cancer. According to new research, approximately 64% of women's cancers involve a sexual organ, and many of the side effects of cancer treatment affect women's sexual health.
For some women, that means that, sexual activity is not possible at all. For others, that means that some sexual activity or all sexual activity can, come with pain or discomfort, can certainly take a toll.
Here in Wisconsin, UW Health's Women's Integrative Sexual Health Program, also known as WISC, is the only program in the state that is addressing these concerns. Some of these services it offers include consultations, resources, and referrals for sexual health concerns for women with cancer.
Well, we are less than a month away from the annual Susan G. Komen More Than Pink Walk for Breast Cancer. The ceremony starts at 9 a.m. on Saturday, June 8th at the Alliant Energy Center. Now, if you'd like to walk alongside the News 3 Now team or register your own team, you can find all the information you need to register online at channel3000.com/Komen.
And coming up next live at 4, a new entry into a legacy series hit the box office this weekend.
Will Loper returns to show you everything you need to know before you see this movie. That's when Live at 4 continues.
Get up to 60% off list prices
on hundreds of items at the huge memorial sale at Slumberland Furniture.
Like this brand new Chase with storage that's also a sleeper. Or get a free ottoman with this sectional.
Do not miss this one.
Spring is here! The grass is getting green and the flowers are blooming. And along with that comes the rain. Hi, Andrew Larson here from Larson Home Services. When's the last time someone inspected your roof, giving you the peace of mind that your roof was good to go for another year? At Larson Home Services, we'll give you a free 16-point inspection letting you know the true condition of your roof. Remember, when you think roofing, think Larson, Wisconsin's best roofing experience.
This right here is confidence in a bottle.
It makes me feel so much more confident than I've ever felt.
They are some of the hottest videos on social media. Those videos claiming to instantly get rid of bags under your eyes. Annette Figueroa is here to tell us why she says this one is for real.
This one is for real, and I'm so excited. We even have a video, and all he uses is a small amount on a clean, dry face. And what it does is it tightens and lifts the appearance of bags underneath your eyes. And I did this to my father. We were at home, so we applied it to his under eye bags, and let me tell you, we were so excited. In under 10 minutes, they visibly disappeared from view, and now it is literally part of both of our daily routines. And not only does it work on the bags, it works on the appearance of crow's feet, fine lines, and wrinkles.
This Mother's Day is the best time to try Plexiderm at our startup price of only $14.95. Your solution is at plexidermtrial.com or call the number on your screen.
This is me, and this was my stubborn body fat. My name's Adrian, and Sonobello changed my life.
Sonobello is America's #1 cosmetic surgery specialist, and they permanently removed my body fat in just one visit.
After having 2 kids, my body, it changed a lot. I tried everything to lose the fat, but nothing seemed to work.
Sonobello's board-certified surgeons use micro-laser technology to safely target and remove your diet-resistant fat cells permanently on your stomach, back, chin, and more.
I've seen such dramatic results. My tummy is gone, my double chin is gone, and my hourglass shape is back. This was the mommy makeover that I deserved.
Schedule your free, no-obligation consultation and find out how you can get $250 off instantly. Call 1-888-357-3263 or go to sonobello.com.
Now at Slumberland, $8.98
gets you everything. An adjustable base with head-up, remote, a Sealy Posturepedic mattress, plus a 7-piece bedding bundle free. Get a fitted sheet, flat sheet, 2 pillows, 2 pillowcases, and a duvet.
Just $8.98. Plus, introducing Nectar. 40% off at Slumberland.
Well, only one big budget film was released to the box office this weekend, but could it live up to its predecessors?
That's a big question. Will Loper is back to tell you if this film is worth your time or if it just couldn't live up to the hype.
May, Brady, and Armin. The newest film in theaters, Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes, easily dominated at the box office this past weekend, making $56 million. But is this a planet worth traveling to theaters to check out?
Planet where apes evolved from men?
There's got to be an answer.
Since 1968, we've seen the sci-fi series explore a flipped world in which apes are the dominant species over humans.
You know what they say, human see, human do.
In 2011, the franchise started anew, showing us with each film how we got to the Charlton Heston version.
I designed the 112 for repair, but Caesar's gone way beyond that.
In this latest entry, ape societies are forming, and humans are mostly mute and in hiding.
It is our time.
This film focuses on Noah, who finds himself up against a power-hungry ape Proximus trying to get human secrets inside a bunker.
Apes will learn to hide. Will learn.
Although there are a few interesting ideas in this latest entry, and the effects are as impressive as ever, it's a large step down from the previous trilogy. The absence of Caesar, played by Andy Serkis, looms large, and Noah is nowhere near as compelling a character.
My family. I will find them.
If you like the Ape franchise, there's enough here to enjoy, but it's not a movie you need to rush to theaters to see. Wait to see Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes until it's streaming at home.
Together, strong.
For Live at 4, I'm Will Loper.
Yeah, Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes is in theaters now, and it will be streaming on Hulu later this year. What do you think?
You know what? Any movie with talking gorillas, talking apes, I'm game for.
Yeah.
So I love the trilogy. So
yeah, and I was wondering how without Andy Serkis it would be, because he was such a big part of that, and such a, like, the technology behind it was so cool.
Yeah, the motion cap. But still, I mean, the actors now, I mean, I saw an interview with the one who plays Proximus.
Yeah.
And how he gets into it and stuff, and he gets into that role. I mean, that's awesome.
Can we just have a GIF now of you doing this?
Yeah. What a wonderful day, as it goes, yeah.
Appropriate. Yeah, there we go. Okay, take us off.
Yeah, all right, we'll come to next Live at 4. Air quality alerts across Wisconsin.
And we're breaking down the cause and how you can stay safe during this smoky season.
Bikers need protection, not just from other drivers, but unfortunately from insurance companies too. We've been fighting for injured bikers and their families for more than 30 years. Call Gruber Law Offices today. One call, that's all.
Shop from the largest selection of Chevy trucks and SUVs in Wisconsin at Bergstrom Chevrolet. All with Bergstrom's negotiation-free upfront pricing, including our exclusive 7-day price protection and money-back guarantees. Stop in or shop and purchase at BergstromChevrolet.com.
Have Medicare and Medicaid? iCare's dual eligible special needs plans offer an $1,800 annual allowance for eligible groceries and more. Rest easy. iCare is looking out for you and your health.
My dry eyes made me a burning, stinging 5 times a day.
Makeup smearing, drops user.
I want another option. That's not another drop.
Tyrvaya. It's not another drop. It's the first and only nasal spray for dry eye. Tyrvaya treats the signs and symptoms of dry eye disease fast by helping your body produce its own real tears. Common side effects include sneezing, cough, and throat and nose irritation.
Relying only on drops? Not me. My own real tears are my relief.
Ask your eye doctor about Tyrvaya.
We're a really busy family of 6 and moving into a new house, and Empire made it really easy.
They brought samples to our house, quality products, and installation on our schedule.
And we're really happy with everything.
800-588-2300-EMPIRE.
Today. This famous wood fence from the show Home Improvement had to have boards replaced 13 times in only 9 years. Our fences outlast wood 3 to 1 and are all backed by our extensive lifetime warranty. This month, save $1,000 on your project. Visit the website or call the number for your new fence today.
Thank you for 29 quick and painless years. Wow, Fry to the rescue since 1995. And Best of Madison's Best Roofer 4 years in a row. We know roofs, and your roof gets the very best gutter system with Fry. It's engineered to withstand the toughest conditions and outperform year-round. 29 years of excellence and 29% off absolute gutters with any full roofing project. Schedule a free consult now at fryconstruction.com.
After a serious motorcycle crash, don't trust the insurance company. Call Gruber Law Offices first. We've been representing injured bikers for over 35 years. Gruber Law Offices. One call, that's all.
News 3 Now First Warn Weather is brought to you by Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor.
Discover a shopping and design experience as comfortable as the furniture. Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor. Schedule your free design consultation today.
You're watching News 3 Now live at 4. Moving forward.
Oh, look at that. Oh, hey, it's one of those birds. Sorry, I'm looking at the bird.
Yeah,
like
the
they're
red-winged
angry.
blackbird.
Yes.
Yeah. They kamikaze hit you? Yeah.
Yeah, that's happened before. I guess we're supposed to talk about this turkey. Anyway,
Yes.
That turkey's out thriving.
It's
Armand.
wet and thriving, yes.
Oh, we have a cool down day ahead. Those are the weather words. Let's check in with Alex. Any turkeys or birds out there?
Well, I got plenty of birds. You had a turkey, then you had a red-winged blackbird in the background as one of your resident bird nerds. I'll call myself that. But yeah, we've got birds behind me too. We got goldfinches that I just scared away and a catbird and also an oriole on the oriole feeder here. All that stuff is submitted by Wild Birds Unlimited. Those are our bird friends. Radar 3000 though, nothing out there right now. Just maybe a sprinkle or two across southern Wisconsin. The threat for showers has really dwindled. Also, just east of 39 earlier in our newscast, we were showing some showers lining up around 39. Those have since fizzled out across eastern portion of Dane County, and then future track keeping the showers, maybe a clap or two of thunder, mostly to the south and east of Janesville. Might even be able to remove some of these shower chances from the forecast tonight, as it looks like it's going to hug more towards the south and towards the east. We were saying air quality, it's not good for Madison and points off towards the northwest for wildfire smoke, which we can track with our wildfire smoke model. It's that yellow plume, that's the smoke hovering up towards Juneau and Adams counties, mostly to the north and west of Madison. As we head towards 10 o'clock, that yellow kind of fades away, meaning the air quality improves up towards Juneau and Adams counties. But as we go towards Tuesday and into Wednesday, that plume wants to sink back further south into southern Wisconsin. We'll be keeping a track on that. That may mean air quality advisories and alerts being reissued over the course of the next couple of days. Coming up in my next weather, we're going to talk about the frost chances, because we have that in our future too.
Thanks, Alex. And Canadian wildfires not only continue to burn, but impact the Badger State's air quality.
Jalen Banks is live at Elver Park to show us how these wildfires continue to affect our state. Jalen?
Brady and Armand, as Alex is just mentioning, the air quality and the Canadian wildfires. But those wildfires last summer, it was truly the first time it impacted our air quality for an extended period of time. And speaking to Monica Turner, professor of biology and ecology for UW-Madison, she tells me the fires impacting Wisconsin to this extent is a relatively new phenomenon. And the new intensity of those fires is the reason for it impacting places beyond the northern border.
Impacts that we're having now are because the wildfires in Canada are so large, and they're being driven by the warming climate that we have coming down and being driven by the winds into Wisconsin and other parts of the country.
And much of the News 3 Now viewing area is under an air quality advisory until midnight tonight. And tonight at 6, we'll hear more from Professor Turner on how long these wildfires should be impacting our air quality. For now, reporting live at Elver Park, Jalen Banks, News 3 Now.
Thank you, Jalen. At the state capitol today, the Wisconsin Supreme Court is considering whether or not to overturn a controversial law that bans ballot drop boxes in Wisconsin. This decision was handed down from the court back in July of 2022 when the court had a conservative majority. Now the liberal majority court is asking if they simply made the wrong choice back then.
What if we just got it wrong? What if we made a mistake? Are we now supposed to just perpetuate that mistake into the future?
Attorneys on the Republican-backed side of the court argue the repeal of the original rule will set a precedent of the court flip-flopping on positions every time a majority of the court changes. But Democrats believe the court was wrong and should overturn its previous ruling.
Earlier this month, a long-standing ban on allowing LGBT clergy into the United Methodist Church was overturned.
In the weeks since, our Kyle Pazorski dug into the decision, speaking with a Madison pastor about the change.
This month's decision was a big one by the United Methodist Church and came with great praise by members of Bethany here on Mineral Point Road. During the general conference, the vote came down 692 to 51, a resounding 93% in favor of removing the long-standing ban. Pastor Julie Wilson telling me Monday a feeling of uncertainty surrounded her members in anticipation for this vote.
I think we had a lot of members who were waiting and said, you know, if this didn't pass, I don't know if they would have come back. And I've had people like in the community reach out to me and, you know, just thrilled that we did this.
Many believe the vote was so lopsided due to the departure of many conservative congregations in recent years. Wilson saying the General Conference was one of working together to move forward on a new path accepting all. In Madison, Kyle Pozorski, News 3 Now.
Kyle, thank you. Pastor Wilson went on to tell him she's always felt everyone is invited into the church and that Bethany continues to be a place for LGBT members to freely worship.
The stock market started the week cold with shortfalls across two indices. The Dow fell 81 points, the Nasdaq rose 47, but the S&P is down 1.
May is Mental Health Awareness Month, and a film festival in Madison is trying to spread the word the only way it can. The Mental Health Warrior Film Festival is happening this weekend at Flick's Brewhouse on the east side. The festival celebrates mental health warriors, which are defined as creatives who have been touched by mental illness, and the man behind it all is one such warrior.
I've struggled with severe anxiety and depression most of my life, and creativity. I've also been a writer most of my life, and I believe that one of the powers, one of the strengths, one of the tools of battling mental illness is creativity.
The festival is this Saturday, and all proceeds are going towards Camp Creatability and the Rogers Behavioral Health Foundation.
Coming up after the break, we have a look at those summer travel conditions.
Yeah, the good, the bad, and the ugly about this year's expected travel. When Live at 4 continues.
Save big
during our Made in the USA sale,
featuring hardwood Amish products
and lifetime cushion warranty sofas,
manufactured locally in the USA.
Bring quality home at Wanakee Furniture, etc.
Welcome to Badgerscape Design and Landscape. We offer a full range of landscaping services, from design to maintenance. Our professional team is dedicated to meeting all your landscaping needs. Call us at 608-295-1446 or visit badgerscapedesignandlandscape.com.
I did know that back pain, foot pain come along with the job of waiting tables, but since getting the arch supports from the Good Feet store, I have had no pain. I'm more positive. It's like opening up a whole new life, like sunshine coming out.
See how we can help you too at the Good Feet store.
A lot of law firms claim to be experts at handling injury cases that involve large trucks. But handling one trucking case does not make you an expert on the subject. Experience matters in these cases. One local firm has handled 25 trucking cases which resulted in payments over $1 million each, and hundreds of others as well. Because Wisconsinites know who to call when it's a must-win scenario. They call Habish, Habish & Rotier. National reputation, hometown service.
Our city has a pulse. Steps from bustling and wild. Come find familiar. Experience new. Live in our rhythm and stay.
Nobody wants to put a new roof over their head. It's too expensive. And if they can extend the life of that roof and get 5 more years or 10 more years, it's a no-brainer.
What RoofMax does is it helps people in that they don't have to spend that $15,000, $20,000 on a new roof. They can spend pennies on the dollar.
The RoofMax product was a small percentage of cost of replacing a roof.
This is a great financial decision for us as a community.
Save big
during our Made in the USA sale,
featuring hardwood Amish products
and lifetime cushion warranty sofas,
manufactured locally in the USA.
Bring quality home at Wanakee Furniture, etc.
New at 5, the United Methodist Church is making an historic change to its church law. Discover how the faith is becoming more inclusive to LGBTQ+ members.
At 5, we'll be tracking showers that will slowly end overnight, taking us into a cool and breezy Tuesday. Maybe cool enough Tuesday night for some patchy frost. How cold will we be? Details at 5.
And ahead at 6, after nearly 35 years, a Madison cold case is finally heating up. We reveal the identity of a man found inside a chimney and what the police now know. That's tonight at 6.
The Memorial Day weekend is fast approaching, so if you haven't made your travel plans yet, oh, you better hurry. AAA says it will be the busiest in nearly 20 years.
Yeah, 43.8 million people are expected to travel 50 miles or more for the holiday. Chris Van Cleve is at Phoenix Sky Harbor Airport with what you need to know about the holiday weekend travel.
On board the brand new Carnival Forense ahead of its sold-out inaugural Mexican cruise.
It's geared toward families, fun.
The summer vacation season has started a little early for the cruise family.
This is probably the most eventful vacation you can have in such a small area.
Part of it is also you can sort of lock in the cost.
Oh, absolutely, yes.
Cruising is surging in popularity. Nearly 35 million passengers are expected this year, 5 million more than pre-pandemic. The Forense was originally intended to serve China, but was shifted to the U.S. instead to meet the demand.
We're well booked ahead of where we would normally be. We have inventory open through the first half of 2026.
Are you full for the summer of 2024?
There's still space available, but we are telling people you've got to book early and plan ahead.
Carnival President Christine Duffy.
We're seeing more people that are discovering cruising as a great family vacation. The value of a cruise vacation relative to what it costs today to go to a resort makes it extremely attractive and efficient and easy.
AAA expects travel by cruising or train to jump nearly 6% this Memorial Day. The vast majority, though, will drive, a record 38.4 million, up 4% from last year. Gas prices have been ticking down, though they're still sitting about 8 cents a gallon higher than they were last year nationally.
People are still prioritizing travel, and they're budgeting for it. Maybe they're cutting back in other areas of their life, but we're not seeing people pull back on travel and how they're spending.
And at airports, AAA expects about 5% more flyers this Memorial Day. Joy Noel Bolanig booked her summer trips months ago, but pivoted destinations when she spotted a deal.
To go to Japan would have been $1,200 round trip for one person. When we switched to go to Canada, it was $1,200 round trip for both of us.
AAA expects the busiest times on the roads will be next Thursday and Friday between noon and 7. United Airlines expects its busiest day leading into Memorial Day will be Thursday. Chris Van Cleve, CBS News, Phoenix.
Or you can avoid the hassle and just stay home.
Don't go outside at all.
No, just stay. Yeah, traveling is stressful when it's that busy.
It is stressful, but you know what? I enjoy airports.
Do you?
Yeah.
Yeah, I get that. It's kind of like a free space from the rest of the world.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can just kind of get your snacks and
those
have a
little
nice
walkways
time.
that move. Yeah.
All right. Well,
coming next. Yeah, there we go. Well, coming next on Live at 4, a look inside the now solved Chimney Doe cold case.
We're sitting down with Doug Moe, who's written extensively about the case, and we'll learn more next when Live at 4 returns.
Parker Heating and Cooling, you can save a whole bunch of money when you buy an air conditioner. You know what's even better? Saving even more money when you purchase an air conditioner and a furnace at the same time.
Parker Heating and Cooling.
Spring is here, and April showers bring nasty, dirty, clogged, leaking, mosquito-breeding gutters. Hi, Andrew Larson here with Larson Home Services and Gutter Shutter Gutters, Wisconsin's largest, most durable, clog-free gutter system. Get back to the things that you really enjoy. Hunting, fishing, golfing, boating, being with family and friends, or just playing with your dog. Go get it. Remember, when you think gutters, think Larson Home Services.
Stanley Steamer is proud to be the leader in deep cleaning, cleaning over 1 million homes and businesses across America every year, using powerful equipment custom built by us. We'll remove the buildup of dirt, dust, allergens, grime, and contaminants seen and unseen from your home and business. America's professional deep cleaner for over 75 years. It's not clean until it's Stanley Steamer Clean.
Stanley Steamer gets your home cleaner.
Dad, are you certain this is gonna work?
Nothing to it.
Are you for imprint certain?
Certain
certainty matters, like the certainty of 4imprint, your home for high-quality promotional gear, including exclusive items and brands they love. Printed perfectly and guaranteed to arrive on time. To wow your clients, nail your next event, or inspire your team, check out 4imprint.com.
4imprint, for certain.
Looking to buy or sell? Call Tommy Vaness Realty, First Weber's #1 team, dedicated to making your real estate dreams a reality.
At Tommy Vaness Realty, we understand that buying or selling a home is more than just a transaction. It's about finding the perfect match for your lifestyle.
Trust Tommy Vaness Realty for all of your real estate needs.
Why settle for less? Call Tommy Vaness.
We really need new siding.
After I get my windows. Have you tried opening ours?
We're not touching the windows until we redo the roof. It's leaking.
Happy spouse, happy house.
Exactly.
Wait. Everyone can agree on 1-800-HANSON's because our windows, roofing, siding, and gutters are all guaranteed for life, and our baths have a no-leak guarantee. Get 50% off installation or no interest and no payments for 2 full years.
Call 1-800-HANSON's. Get it done.
At Harker Heating and Cooling, you can save a whole bunch of money when you buy an air conditioner. You know what's even better? Saving even more money when you purchase an air conditioner and a furnace at the same time.
Harker Heating and Cooling.
Well, we're giving the weather can a spin right now. Take a look at Charlotte, North Carolina, where it is a beautiful, sunny, cloudy 71 degrees.
Yeah, it looks pretty nice. Nice view.
Yeah. Well, as we told you earlier in this newscast, we now know the identity of the person found in a store chimney in 1989.
Writer Doug Moe has been following this case very closely, having written about it in our sister publication, Madison Magazine. This all started with your writing about it 2 years ago, and you were at this announcement today. So how did that feel?
Surreal.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got there early. It was down at the police station, 10 o'clock. I got there about 9:30. I walked in. There was only a couple people there, but I look across the room, and there's a picture, you know, and after all this time, all of a sudden there's a face. I didn't see the name at that point, but there's a face to go with this skeleton in the chimney that we've been wondering about for almost 35 years.
Yeah, why do you think it's captured so many people, this long-standing cold case?
Well, the circumstances were so unusual at the time. He was found, the skeleton was found in a chimney in a music store on University Avenue. Back in 1989, the police eventually released some information that although it was a male skeleton, there was feminine clothing, you know, especially all that time ago that, you know, everybody thought, you know, what the heck on that. So, and then they just couldn't seem to get any leads. They couldn't get any breaks, and it kept, George Hesselberg, my former colleague at the State Journal, he would write about it each September, because it was September when the skeleton was found, just thinking that somebody somewhere had information and would come forward, and it just never happened. 2 years ago, the editors at Madison Magazine asked me to write about a true crime piece about a cold case, giving me my pick of cases. And I'd written a little about this one, but not a lot. And I thought, well, let's give this a try.
Yeah.
And, you know, I dive in, and unbeknownst to me until I started working on it, but a Madison detective named Lindsay Ludden had actually picked up the cold case, gotten permission to work on it, and there's new DNA technology now. She was hopeful that something could come of it, and lo and behold, this week it did.
And you know, even though identity was placed on this, on this remains, you kind of were saying this still is a lot of unanswered questions.
Absolutely. Number one, of course, who's the perpetrator, if indeed it was a homicide, which I think is not 100% sure, but most people believe, who put him in the chimney. So that is still to be worked on. But this is a big first step. You know, it really is. And everyone says, well, it's a long shot to find out who did it. Well, it was a long shot to find out the identity of the guy. So,
well, and as we've reported, it appears that he has children, this person. Do we know if there's any living relatives that people are contacting?
There are. Well, in fact, they had to find the relatives. You know, I should say Detective Ludden worked with the DNA Doe Project, which is an all-volunteer group that does genealogy, forensic, or genealogy, investigative genealogy. And first they sent rootless hair samples that were found with the skeleton to a place called Astria Forensics out in California. They were able to extract the DNA. Then it goes to this DNA Doe Project. They were able to find close, family matches. Then it goes back to the police. They contact the family members, and start putting the pieces together, and they've got their who the skeleton is. Now the family has requested privacy. That point was made a number of times at the press conference today. But yeah, we know a little about Ronnie Joe Kirk. I still have trying to remember remember the name, but he's from Tulsa, Oklahoma. In his mid to late 40s, married and divorced twice. Father, adopted. That complicated the DNA search. Someone from the DNA Doe Project said that today at the press conference. So they're learning about him. What they want to learn now, of course, is what brought him to Madison, and also other things about his life. So.
I hope any family and friends that are still around, I hope they can get closure with this after all this uncertainty. And thank you very much for being on with us.
Oh, thanks for having me.
And you have an updated article. Where can people find that?
Yeah, Madison Magazine's website, madisonmagazine.com, I think it is. Yeah.
Very good. Thank you, Doug.
Thanks, guys. Yeah.
Well, let's switch gears and get a look at our first warn forecast. Alex returns. Alex?
Hey, Brady. Couple showers, couple of thunderstorms south of the Wisconsin-Illinois border. I think most of the thunderstorm activity is going to stay to the south of the Wisconsin-Illinois border. But we can't rule out an isolated shower or an isolated thunderstorm through the rest of this evening. A lone shower off to the west out towards Dubuque. And again, that's the mode tonight, especially south Madison overnight. These showers eventually dwindling. A cool Tuesday and breezy for everybody. Then the mild and sunny weather will return on Wednesday. This transition between Tuesday going into Wednesday with the cool temperatures, clearing skies, it's going to spell a recipe for the potential for some frost for parts of southern Wisconsin. We'll see our temperatures right around 60 at 10 o'clock again. Just this spattering of isolated showers, maybe a clap or two of thunder. Not expecting widespread shower and storm activity overnight tonight. And no strong storms are expected across southern Wisconsin. And as we head towards the morning hours, though, here, 6 o'clock on your Wednesday, you see our temperatures went from the 60s down into the lower 40s across portions of southern Wisconsin, the Dells up towards Camp Douglas, Marquette, Green Lake counties. There's some indications with our weather models. This might be a bit optimistic, and we may dip into the upper 30s as we go into later Tuesday night into the beginning of Wednesday. So areas from Madison and points towards the north and towards the east. Keep an eye on the forecast tonight, and keep an eye on the forecast tomorrow morning with Savannah, with Kelly at noon, and I'll be here tomorrow night. We'll be keeping an eye on those temperatures. It will be just really close to that critical point where we could get a little bit of patchy frost across southern Wisconsin. Then adios to those cool temperatures. Look at the temperatures as we head towards the end of the week. I'll get out of the way there so you can enjoy seeing those temperatures at 81 on Saturday and 83 on Sunday, and we dip back down as we go on into next week, but even going down into the 60s next week. That's normal for this time of year, or closer to normal. So shower and thunderstorm chances Thursday and Friday after we have that brief cool spell. That shower and storm chance again returns as we go Sunday into Monday, and then a little cooler as we head out later into next week. But all in all, this is a pretty great forecast for this time of May. And if you've got plans for this weekend, Saturday's looking like the dry one and the warm one at this point. We'll be back in just a couple moments.
Get an 11% rebate on everything at Menards. From hitches to ratchet straps and everything in between, we've got your hauling needs covered. These heavy-duty ratchet straps feature a 5,000-pound brake strength limit and double J hook ends. Now $14.99 after rebate. Shell Rotella synthetic diesel motor oil offers superior protection against heat, deposits, and engine wear. It can also improve your fuel economy. A gallon is just $18.99 after sale price and 11% rebate.
Save big money at Menards.
Elevate your look with Wisconsin Vision. Affordable luxury in every frame. A necessity for some, but suitable for every lifestyle. Ask prescription sunglasses. Wisconsin Vision. See more life.
Clean, safe, fun. I was hoping daytime care for Mom would be like that. Grace's new center is so nice. Now, caring for Mom is so much easier.
It's easier to manage my chemo side effects since Grace Supportive Care came to see me. It was a Grace, but it wasn't hospice.
When you're ready for hospice, you want a Grace. They helped make my dad's last weeks comfortable, calm. It was beautiful.
A Grace, caring every step of the way.
Patio doors, patio doors. Scott the window guy can do patio doors. Scott the window guy can do patio doors.
We do patio doors at scottthewindowguy.com.
New at 5, the United Methodist Church is making an historic change to its church law. Discover how the faith is becoming more inclusive to LGBTQ+ members. Then we tell you everything you need to know about the air quality advisory and how to stay safe. That's coming up next.
Call for Action Week kicks off with an insurance glitch causing huge financial headaches for a local family.
Since then, I've reached out 20 different times to try and resolve this problem.
Learn what happened when our Call for Action team stepped in to troubleshoot tonight at 6.
We'll take a look at this and, well, Armand, try not to smile while you do.
It's impossible. These funny furry friend photos are some of the finalists in the running for the top prize in the 2024 Comedy Pet Photograph Awards. Nearly 3 dozen images submitted from around the world have made the short list in the annual competition, which organizers call a treat of happy, positive, and feel-good nonsense, what we're all about.
I love feel-good nonsense. Well, it's not all a laughing matter, though. The competition aims to promote engagement of animal welfare while celebrating the vital roles animals play in our lives. The cream of the animal kingdom comedy crop will be judged on both their photographic and comedic qualities, and an overall winner will be announced June 6th. Oh, they have kind of like matching hair.
There we go, twins. Oh my God, is it in the crack?
I guess. Oh, okay, we'll be right back.
Ouch.
Teeth are amazing. That's why at Affordable Dentures and Implants, we have new financing options to help you get a new smile today, not someday. Scan the QR code or call to learn more.
Go ahead and smile.
Entresto is the #1 heart failure brand prescribed by cardiologists. It was proven superior at helping people stay alive and out of the hospital. Don't take Entresto if pregnant. It can cause harm or death to an unborn baby. And don't take Entresto with an ACE inhibitor or aliskiren, or if you've had angioedema with an ACE or ARB. The most serious side effects are angioedema, low blood pressure, kidney problems, or high blood potassium. Ask your doctor about Entresto for heart failure. Novartis may help you save on your prescription.
Old windows? Compromise your home's comfort. Vinyl windows, a 1970s relic, aren't built for extreme weather. They warp and crack, becoming vulnerable to the elements. At Next Door & Window, we have the answer. Fiberglass. Our Ultrex fiberglass windows last up to 50 years, longer than any other window you can buy. And while other companies cut corners and never call you back, we've got your back. When you demand tomorrow's comfort, Next delivers. Visit nextwindow.com to learn more.
I'm Clint.
I'm Phil, saving you big-time money on honey and tea.
12-ounce Bargain Bee honey, just 2 for $5. Or 20-count Bigelow tea, 2 for $5.
I can run the hot prices on honey and tea.
Bargain Bee, 2 for $5. Bigelow, also 2 for $5.
Enjoy honey and tea season and save lots of money.
Better products, better prices, better service, because we're employee-owned.
It's Woodman's.
At Affordable Dentures and Implants, our Snap Secure Dental Implants will help you eat and speak with confidence at a price that's affordable. So if you think you can't afford dental implants, think again.
Go ahead and smile.
Next at 5, Republicans are planning on vetoing Governor Evers. What they're vetoing and why next. Hey, thanks for joining us on Live at 4. We hope to see you back here tomorrow. News 3 Now at 5 starts right now.